share the screen with you. Oh my God, again I'm seeing it small. I have to fix this problem. I don't know what about it. Okay. Yeah, this one. Om Moshunas Soma Mrityave Paradaha.
Om Moshuna
Soma Mrityave Paradaha.
Pashyemanu Suryam Ucharantam.
Pashyemanu
Suryam
Yubhirhito Jarimasu Astu.
Yubhirhito
Astu.
Parataram Sunirritirjihitam.
Parataram Nirhitam.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Okay, any questions are there? No, easy peasy. Okay, so I want to ask you one question, only to those who have done Sanskrit. That in this one, Tamaham Kumara Abruvam Naham Imam Veda Yadyaham Imam Avedisham Katham Te Navakshyam Iti. So this Avedisham and Avakshyam, which lakar is that?
Lung.
No. Sri Vidya Prajanti.
Uttama Eka, but I thought it was lung.
No. Okay. So this is ring lakar. This is the last lakar which you normally don't encounter. It is in
Hetu
it is
Hetu
called
Madbhavaha.
Kriyat Vat- Yeah, Hetu Madbhav. So this is always used like this, that if I had knew it, then why would I not tell you? So that if then you use this lakar. So in today's time we don't use it. So that is why I wanted to show it to you, that this is how it
We
is.
use it in programming these days, if then statements.
Yeah. But the verb, no, the verb form in English, in the other regional languages is typically past tense or future tense. But in Sanskrit, there is a different form, which actually includes both past and future. And sir, if you notice, both are included here. So it is a kind of a combination of past tense and a future tense.
Lung plus lit, yeah.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so let's do the recap. There are 4 of you today. Okay, so I think I will split the sixth, the first para of the sixth one. These two verses, 1% will take. So tisro matra mrityu matyaha prayukta.
So here I will take it up. Tisraha matraha mrityum atyah prayukta.
No, mrityumati.
Mrityumati yaha prayukta.
No, mrityumati plural.
Plural. Mrityumatyah prayuktaha.
Yeah. Matraha mrityumatyah.
Okay. So basically this anyonya saktaha anaviprayuktaha. So basically this is about the 3 matras, of course, being the Omkara's 3 parts, and also something about the duration of the whole recital process. Okay, and here they're saying obviously this is an auxiliary verse quoted by the Rishi for what he has already explained. He has already explained that the first matra just helps you to come back in the human form in the current loka, which is called Mrityu Loka, of course. And then the second matra, inclusion of the second matra takes you to Chandra Loka, which is something like Pitru Loka. Or higher, for a while you will enjoy certain benefits there. And then the third matra takes you obviously to Aditya. But here he is particularly, this shloka part is talking about how two of these matras only lead to limited thing, and the entirety is explained in the balance portion.
No, you have left out quite a bit. So one is Anyonya Saktaha and Ana Viprayuktaha. And then Kriyasu, Bhaya Abhyantara Madhyamasu.
Oh, I have to do the whole verse, is it? Because you had said one half. So
No. That is, I told you, for the first
last one.
para of the sixth chapter, we are split into two.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is
Yeah,
Anyonya Sakta and Ana?
Anyonya Saktaha means when only pairs of them are carried out, then there is a
Yes.
limited. Unless
Correct.
all three are carried out, you won't get the whole ultimate benefit, which is the real aim of attaining that Paramatma's
Yes. And
bhava
Ana
in the Atma.
Viprayuktaha.
Not an, of course, is negation. Vishishtataya prayuktaha. That means not properly engaged also. If they are not, even if you use all three matras, but you don't have the correct sense of engaging those, then also you won't get the benefit. That is what is being talked about there.
Here there are two negations, an and a. Ana. An is without an a. Okay. So an plus a. Ana.
Oh.
So they cancel each other out. Viprayuktaha is separated. So separately used. So single matras. Okay. Then
Okay,
when you
not
see
alone but together. Not alone but together. That's what he's trying to say. Okay.
separately, yeah. V is for separation, not for properly. Properly is coming in Samyak Prayuktaha. Samyak Prayuktasu.
Oh, it is in the last pada, correct. Samyak prayuktasu na kampate jnah.
Yes. Okay, so Bhaya Abhyantara Madhyama Kriya. What is the meaning of that? Anybody else also?
Bahya okay, yeah. Others
Go
can
ahead.
I can take that up.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm not close taking it over. Okay, so this means that in all the three stages, Bahar, Bhitar, or Beach ki, Madhyam, in all those kriyaon mein, actually it's a kriya, what one means is in all our actions and thoughts. So if we keep the three matras in mind, when we are doing all our physical and mental activities and we are mindful of God, so we are actually meditating on him through the three kriyas.
Which are the three kriyas?
The three kriyas, एक तो तीनों मात्राएं हैं जो हम, and in all our bahar, external, physical, and the mental through our actual and the soul. So when we connect, so when we connect all these three, then we will reach the when we do
no fear.
Basically see God.
Have no fear, you'll see God.
We will see God, and once we see that, then our fear is gone. Fear of all the mortality, old age, etc. is gone.
Yes.
So this is what the second part.
There is no quote of fear yet in this verse that comes probably ahead.
Yes,
can be taken to include that.
No, kampate.
Na kampate.
No kampate.
Kampanam is
Stays
because
steady.
of fear. Kampanam.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because of fear.
Kampate is kampada.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is the activity of soul separately written over here, other than mental?
Because that upasana, if you don't do, then you will anyway not reach close to God. So in all our physical activities, we dedicate it to God. In all our mental activities, we make sure that we are aware of the presence of God.
Yes.
And we spend a lot of time in the upasana of God. Okay. Then Rigbir Etam Yajurbir Antariksham.
Okay. I can also do it.
Go ahead.
Shall I?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So this talks about the again, it's the focus of the Omkara only, but specifically it says that the Rig Veda will take us back to the Manushya Loka, because it talks a lot about the practices of that. So we'll come back to Manushya Loka, which is good in some ways, and Yajur will take us to the Antariksha or the Chandra Loka there. And the Samaveda is the one that which will take us, will make us do upasana and take us to the Surya Loka or God. So by Omkara, once people who have realized this, by meditating on the Omkara, they can attain immortality, peace, serenity, no old age, and what else? And all these phalas and beyond.
No. This Shantam Ajaram Amritam Abhayam is referring to God here. Because
Oh, it's not that we will attain all that.
No. You will attain God, who is characterized by all these things.
Oh.
So Param is mentioned, no? So that is why Param implies God. Okay, so while we also have those qualities, our soul is also like this, but here we are referring to God.
We will attain, the God who is peaceful, ageless, and
yes.
immortal and fearless.
Okay, then next one. Sixth question.
I'm sorry to interrupt here.
Yeah, go ahead. Uma.
What is the path by the Yajurbi is what? Yajurbi is, which path are they referring to?
That is the
Yajurbi Antariksha.
Isht and Aput, where you do Havans and where you do Paropakar.
Okay.
And go to Chandralok, I guess.
And you go to Chandra via the Antariksha. So you can see Chandraloka is seen as being in space. Okay, so there is a Prithvi Loka and there is a Dyuloka, and in between there is space, and Chandraloka is sitting in Antariksha itself.
Okay.
Even Prithvi is sitting in Antariksha that way, but Chandraloka is seen in particular to be in Antariksha, while Prithvi is a loka by itself.
Okay.
Okay, Atha Henam Sukesha Bharadwajah.
The easy one, I think I can take it up.
Take up half of it, Prashanti. We'll split it into half.
Okay. So the Sukesha, who is he's asking, hey Bhagavan, once I met one Koshal Rajaputra, who is whose name is Hiranyanabha, and he was asking me about Shodashakala Purusha. And then I have told him that I am not aware of this Sodashakala Purusha. Then he can, okay, should I stop there? Or?
Yeah, you can stop there. So what is Shodashakala?
So 16 kalas, like 16 parts of the God.
Right.
Parts.
Yeah.
Okay. So then somebody wants to take up the rest of this. Uma, I think you can take this up. It's easy.
Uttara, I'm really sorry. I'm not prepared for it.
Okay. All right. No issues. So I think Deepa can take it up since she did only half.
Yeah, I would take this up. So then to him I said, so Kesha told to this prince of Hiranyanav that I do not know, I don't know about this, and if I knew about this, I would have definitely told you. Because someone who does not tell the truth, or hides the truth, or not the complete truth, actually dries up. I mean, that is what it means.
Yeah.
And so one does not tell lies. And I'm not, so basically, I'm not telling you a lie when I tell you that I do not know what this means.
Yeah.
And so that prince remained quiet and remained quiet, and he went away on his chariot. So now I'm asking you the same question to Piplad. So that
Yeah.
is what he is saying
Correct.
about the
Yeah.
about the 16 part Purusha.
Yeah. The Purusha who has 16 parts. Okay, so now we start with the answer. Tasmai sahovacha
Tasmai
Sahovacha.
sahovacha
ihavantah sharire
Iheva
Iheva
sharire
sarire
somya sa purusho
Saumya sa purusho
Purusho
yasminnetaah shodashakalaah prabhavantiti.
Yasminnetaah
षोडशकलाः
prabhavanti.
So to him, Pipalat now starts giving a sermon that, O Somya, O dear student, O dear one, here only in this body, that Purusha is there. So in this body only that Purusha resides. Yasmin netaha shodashakalaha prabhavanti, in whom these 16 parts, they arise or they find expression. Okay, so what you have to make out over here is the Purusha itself does not have 16 parts, but the Sharira which it resides in is actually the one which has 16 parts, which also we shall see in the next few verses. So because the body has now been worn by this soul, this Purusha is equal to the Jivatma, that is the soul. So now that this body has been worn by that soul is being called as something which has 16 parts too. Okay, because the body is 16 parted. Okay.
Here I was just looking in that Gita Pressbo. Shankaracharya has given an entire episode, some conversation between Siddhanti and some Puru Pakshi, etc. Of this verse, and very detailed.
Yeah,
Almost goes
long
to
verse.
heaps of pages. Interesting. And then goes to the third verse. Anyway, you proceed, Bhagini.
Okay. Sa Ikshan Chakre
Sa
The
Ishan Chakre
Ikshan Chakre
Kasminnaham Utkranta
Kasminnaham
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 Utkranto Bhavishyami
Utranto
Utranto
Bhavishyami
Bhavishyami
Kasmin Va Pratisthite
Kasmin Va
Kasmin
Va
Pratishthe
Pratishthe
Pratishthasyamiti.
Pratishthasyami.
Pratishthasyamiti.
So that soul, Sa stands for the soul. So that soul thought to itself that in whose departure shall I also depart, and in whose getting established properly shall I also be established. Okay.
So this was that earlier ascribed to also the Udana Vayu.
Udana Prana.
Prana. Actually,
Okay, generally Prana.
Yeah, when there was a discussion going on between the prana and the other indriyas, then prana had said that prana started rising, and then all the other indriyas also started rising, and then when it settled down, then they also settled down. Okay. Okay, so this is clear. Nothing very difficult here.
But what is this got to do with 16 parts? I mean, 16 parts of the body.
Always Pipala takes one step back and then starts. Okay. So he's starting with the
Refresher for us.
yeah, in a way, this is also metaphorical. See, it's not as if the soul sits down and thinks that, okay, in whose departure shall I be as if I have departed. Okay, it's this is also just a metaphorical thing, and it also actually repeats in several Upanishads. You will find this along with that story of prana in Indriyas. No, this is a usual way of presenting it.
Okay.
Also, I feel it offers a great way to link up, link up things. So you know from where to come here.
Yeah, correct. Sapranamasrajata
Sapranamasrajata
pranat shraddham
Shraddham
kham vayur jyotirapah prithivindriyam mano manna mannadviryam tapo mantrah karmaloka lokeshu cha nama cha. So then the soul started constructing. Okay, so first it made the prana. Then from prana it made shraddha. Then kham is equal to akash, space. Then vayu. Then jyoti. So what is jyoti? In other words,
Stage.
Agni.
Light.
Tejas.
Apaha. What is apaha?
Liquids.
Waters. Then Prithvi is clear.
Yes.
Indriya, Indriya, all the 10 Indriyas. Both Jnana Indriyas, 5 Jnana Indriyas and 5 Karma Indriyas. Then Mana. Mana is clear. And Anna. Anna typically means food. So I will just proceed with food and then come back and tell you the deeper meaning. From Anna, he created Virya. Virya is equal to Bala or reproductive capacity. Then also Tapa, also Mantras, also Karma and Lokas. And in the Lokas, he created Nama, that is name. Names. Okay.
Only one thing we can't identify here, of course, Nama is something new. There's a little bit exotic connection of the Sankhya tree with something beyond that.
Yes.
So what is Shraddha? Where does Shraddha fit in Sankhya list? Is the question.
There are a lot of things here. There are a lot of things here which actually are not what they seem to be. So he first created Prana. Okay. So Prana now links up with the previous verse. Okay, which we just discussed. That it is Prana which, when it rises, then even when it departs, then the soul also departs. And when it settles down in the body, then the soul is also settled down in the body. Okay, so from now, prana, that is the life force, he develops shraddha. So shraddha we saw even in the previous Shanti part we did, shraddham pratar hava mahe, that shraddh is equal to satya and dha is equal to dharana. So that which upholds truth is called shraddha. So here it refers to buddhi, because buddhi is the one which determines what is right, what is wrong, not in terms of righteousness, but from the incoming signals from the mana. It determines that, okay, what I am seeing here is, for example, not a rope, but a snake, or not a snake, but a rope. So that determination of what is it which is being sensed is done by buddhi, so it determines the truth from falsehood. So that is being called shraddha over here. Then we, of course, we have the 5 elements, which is simple. Then the indriyas and the ubaya indriya, which is mana, which faces both the indriya and the buddhi. And then anna. See, these
I would
things,
take it as Sharira. Anna, I would read it Sharira here, right?
it is inside the sharira. See, now this is actually the description of what makes up the body. That is why he said that it is within this body only that these 16 kalas are there. So these are, by the way, the 16 parts. Okay. So we will just do a count of this later on. So these are the 16 parts. So they are defining your body and associated things, which we will see later. So anna refers to digested food. Okay, so whatever you have eaten and now has been processed by the body is what is being referred to here. That processed food now can give you bala. Without anna, we have no way of continuing with life. So life requires anna to continue, and strength is given by this food. Then tapa. Tapa has been taken as the usual tapa, and sometimes some commentators have said it refers to mental exertion. But according to me, that is not the case. Tapa actually refers to dukha. So in life, the dukha which is being experienced by the sharira is, and of course includes the mana and buddhi as well. So that is being referred to as tapa here. And by extension, it also includes sukha, which, as we have seen many times, the learned, the wise people, they put even sukha into the category of dukkha only as far as worldly experiences go. Then mantra. So first you must see that this is in plural. And this refers to jnana actually. Okay, so mantra comes from mana dhatu. So it by thinking what you achieve, that is mantra. Another meaning is that something which is related to some secret stuff. So that is why you know, when the king is talking to his minister privately, that is called a mantra. Then your Vedic verses, hymns are called mantras because they are revealing things which are not directly obvious to the senses or to the mind. Those are being revealed by the Vedic verses. So that is why they are called mantras. So here this mantra is referring to this one individual. Okay, we are look upon it as one individual being described. Then karma, the deeds which are performed by the person, by the body. Okay, that is what you should understand here. All mental, physical, and verbal actions which are performed by the body are included as karma here. Then lokaha. Can you guess what loka means?
I guess that is the mrityu antariksha dyuloka, no? Just now it was talked about.
It will
No,
be the results, what you obtain, right? Through your actions, what you get.
yes, halfway there. Actually,
Okay.
Oh,
Anuj,
Phalani. Okay.
no,
Karma Phalani.
what you said earlier actually it comes in here. The what you inhabit this body, which is a result of your actions.
The karma.
So the lok is a habitat, okay, and abode. So this is the abode which now is constructed with all these things. So the abode itself now is being referred to as lok. And in these lokas, the various bodies which the soul travels through, it also gets nama. Okay, and there are
Instantiation. Nama can be taken as instantiation here.
Or
identity.
ahankara?
Identification.
Identification, yeah. You start now associating this person with a noun. Okay, this body and the soul complex is now associated, is now given a name and is referred to by that name. So that identification is being called nama here. Also, other than nouns, actually language itself is called nama. In another Upanishad, Narad is asked that what is it? What are the various things that you have studied? So then he says that everything, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, etc., down to all the Lalit Kalas, which are actually all Nama. So everything is included under Nama too, because Nama, is such a generic word. We split up a sentence into noun and verb. In English, there is nothing which connects them. But if you think about it, the name of an action is the verb. Okay, so that is also a name only. So the
All are
whole of-
sanyas. Yeah.
yeah, also everything in bhasha is a name only. So therefore, the all of language itself is name. So this embodied soul also acquires a language. So what I also want to tell you over here, a unique point is that he says from prana, Shraddha, Kham, Vayu, Jyoti, Apa, Prithvi, Indriya, Mana, and Anna are created. Okay, this is also referring to a little bit of the fetal development. So when the two zygotes meet, one the semen and one the ovum, when they meet, the what is it called, monosomatic becomes actually zygote is the final one, which gets,
Zygote is later. Yeah.
yeah, the two sets of chromosomes become one. Okay, that is where the prana of the new being comes into operation. Okay, till then it was single. So while it was living, both parts were living, but actually the fetal life starts from the combination of those two. So that is why he says that he created prana first. So the soul enters and creates first life, and then from that life all these other parts come, and these other parts, that is this buddhi, akash, etc., these actually are not directly dependent on anna. They are actually relatively independent of anna. But the later parts, that is virya, tapa, mantra, karma, loka, and because of loka, nam, etc., up till loka, if you see, they are dependent on the body now becoming um, such that it can do actions. Okay, when it gets anna, then only it gets bala, then only sukuduku happens, because karma starts happening. So therefore sukuduku happens, and knowledge can be gained. Plus, of course, this body develops. So that part, all of it is dependent on annas. That is why it said annat viryam, tapa, mantraha, karma, loka. And then in those lokas, now that he has acquired this body, it has got a firm shape, then he gets this name and identity. And there is one extra cha which refers to the roop, the shape. So while shape is also inherent in loka, the extra cha is just indicating yes, that shape as well. Okay, so it acquires nama and rupa. These are considered actually very important. In our texts, in Vedas also, very often you just say that you don't say that the soul takes birth, but you say that the soul acquires nama and rupa. There is an article which I wrote some time back. I'll share all these things with you, which were related. In fact, even on this Shodasha Kalas, I had written an article in which I said, seems like, but I think I have grown beyond that, and I am not agreeing with some of the things there. However, I shall share with you. So now if you see, these are 16 in number. 1 prana, 2 shraddha, 5 of the elements, then indriya, mana, anna, virya, tapa, mantra, karma, loka, and nam. Okay.
So all indriyas taken as one, is it?
All Indias are read
Hmm.
as one. Yes.
In fact, that's why Kavi has specifically, or people are specifically singular them. It's
Yes.
Indriyam.
Mm.
Yes.
Right.
So everything is read as one.
So in this buddhi, along with the buddhi, the ankara also.
Yes. You're right. Correct.
I have one more question.
Ankar with the when
I'll
you
close this session because there's less than a minute. We'll meet on the other side.
Okay.